President Barack Obama has formally named UN Ambassador Susan Rice as his next national security advisor. Rice succeeds Tom Donilon, who is resigning from the position. The president also nominated Samantha Power to take over Rice's role as the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Rice has become a rather controversial figure in recent months for her role in explaining the Obama administration's assessment of last year's terror attack in Benghazi, Libya. Now, Republicans have criticized Rice for misleading the public by asserting that the attacks were spontaneous and came about protests related to an anti-Islamic video. The Obama administration, under pressure from the Republicans, last month released information on how officials drafted the storyline in advance of Rice's appearance. The intelligence community did cite demonstrations in Libya. However, in the final storyline, references to militant and Islamic extremist groups and to prior security warnings and incidents were taken out. It's unclear what level of involvement Rice had in this process. Many believe she was simply citing an assessment that was given to her. However, in the world of politics, this controversy was enough to prompt Rice to withdraw her name from becoming Obama's next Secretary of State earlier this year. Unlike the role of the Secretary of State, the National Security Advisor's role does not require Senate confirmation. So what have Chinese net users got to say about the appointment? Well, let's take a look at some Weibo comments.
Susan Rice is seen as a war hawk by many people. She has displayed a strict and unfriendly attitude towards China. When she takes up her new position as Obama's national security advisor, my guess is that U.S.-China relations will grow more tense. Susan Rice's promotion is bound to make Republicans unhappy. On the question of whether she will make positive contributions to the relationship between China and the United States, I remain skeptical. President Obama seems to appoint people to key positions based on favoritism and loyalty to his administration. I don't think this is a good sign. I think it will give the Republicans something to complain about again. I wonder why Susan Rice is so respected by the president. When Obama won his re-election, he attempted to appoint Rice to be his Secretary of State. Rice only withdrew from the running after fierce opposition from the Republican Party. Many American high-ranking politicians are strong women with a sharp mind when it comes to political issues. Hillary Clinton is known for her political vision. I guess Susan Rice will emerge as a different kind of political personality. The outgoing U.S. National Security Advisor just visited China last week. Chinese President Xi Jinping met him in Beijing. Now he is resigning from his job? There must be more to this story.
The latest changes are considered by many people as a major shuffle in Obama's national security team. The departure of Donilon, a lawyer by training, has been openly discussed within the White House for months, although some believed he would stay on until at least the fall. Donilon has been a proponent of reorienting U.S. foreign policy towards the fast-growing economies of Asia. Rice, Obama's third national security advisor, will lean more towards policy advocacy than mediating differences. Now, Rice was one of the chief advocates in the Obama administration for the United States to intervene militarily in Libya 2 years ago. Rice was able to secure a Security Council resolution that authorized the use of force beyond a no-fly zone. The U.S. intervention, supported by the Arab League, eventually helped topple Libyan leader Gaddafi. And now over to Weibo again for some more net users' comments on Susan Rice and what she is likely to bring to the Obama administration.
Wonderful news! We will see another African-American person play a leading role in American politics. The National Security Advisor sometimes has more power than the Vice President. President Obama clearly thinks very highly of Susan Rice to appoint her to this role. It's interesting that she was the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations before she was appointed to the position of National Security Advisor. I guess President Obama would like to see her play a bigger role in ensuring America's current dominance in world affairs. Susan Rice is a successful politician. She has many similarities with Hillary Clinton. For example, they can be frank and candid when speaking about important political issues, but both of them have a charming side as well. Susan Rice is very successful in her political career. But judging from her previous behavior, she will continue to take a tough stance on issues related to China. Of course, she represents American interests, and she should serve the American people first. Chinese leaders need to establish a good relationship with her if they want to strengthen U.S.-China ties. This shuffle in key positions seems to indicate that Obama would like to take American foreign policy on a different course.
When Obama appointed Susan Rice, he said that Rice was at once passionate and pragmatic, as well as a tireless advocate for advancing America's interests. It seems that many Weibo users see Rice as a no-nonsense type of political figure that will be less friendly towards China compared to her predecessor. And soon, we'll be able to see how Rice's new role will change U.S. policymaking on the international stage.